Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Yeah, don't want to spend too much time here on the daily chart. Did that yesterday. In yesterday's video, I also showed you the long-term chart for Bitcoin that shows you where things could be going in the next larger correction. And the only thing I want to mention here is that we are still looking for higher. And the 13th of January low is the key invalidation point for the idea that an internal fourth wave, which is a corrective pullback, bottomed here at around 89,260, and the fifth wave could be unfolding right now, but without any clear signal that the next leg up has started. I mean, that's the challenge at the moment. We've been in this range now for a while. It's just a choppy range. That typically means it is time for capital preservation. That's typically what Elliott Wave tells us about a range like that. It's clear that still some kind of correction is unfolding. And again, the risk is still that the fourth wave is still in play. But for now, the idea is wave 5 has started, and there is a very clear invalidation point. It's just that any break below that level will confirm that the fourth wave is still unfolding, at least, with a target then of around 82K next. So that's something we will observe. For now, though, thesis is wave 4 bottomed. We had a first rally into the end of January highs, first pullback, but that's a higher low for now, still holding it, but without any clear sign that the next leg up has started. And again, that is the challenge at the moment. We see here the price oscillating around the 100K area or level, and the price is finding support at the 23.6 Fib level. It's quite good to see that these levels are working. And then next resistance is also being respected. That's one of these Fib levels on the larger time frame, and 107,600 seems to provide some resistance. Above that level, we've got the 130K area with various targets. Various Fibonacci levels meet around 130 to 135K. So that would also be my next ideal target for the upside. Now let's take a look at the shorter time frame for Bitcoin. Gets very messy here. No real development since yesterday. We had from this February low, which I call an internal wave 2. We had a rally in wave 1. In yellow, the pullback is clearly corrective. We had an attempted reversal from the Sunday low. That failed, but without breaking support. So the main support here for this local range, which started with the February low, that's still intact. And main support is still 93,630. So let's talk about short-term bullish, short-term bearish, because for now, the bullish count, short-term bullish, is still valid. We're holding above support. I mentioned to you yesterday, I'm slightly leaning towards the yellow count. That doesn't mean necessarily that wave 2, circle 2, has bottomed. We're exploring this, yes, but there's absolutely no evidence that a local low has formed here after the pullback that started yesterday. So I still see it as important, just that the market doesn't form a sustained break below 93,630. The decline is just not impulsive, which is why I'm slightly leaning towards the yellow count. But as I said, I can't rule out another extended wave 2 maybe. And for now, however, in the short-term bullish count, what we identified then after the failure of the breakout after the Sunday low was another attempted 5-wave move up. And we are always looking for 5 waves from an Elliott Wave point of view. It's very important to get this 5-wave structure because it indicates the trend direction. So it's just an attempt at the moment to break out. We had a first 5-wave move up. The pullback looks a bit impulsive, but we're still holding support. So as I said in yesterday's video, if you watched it, you haven't missed anything, then 95K is support, still unchanged. We're now in a pullback. Ideally, the bulls turn up from here. I mean, whether that's going to be a larger ABC, and then we go up, or we go up directly, that's just noise. Okay, important is the bulls turn up before the price breaks below 95K. And yeah, as I said, it could also be an ABC, but it wouldn't change much. It would just mean we try to break out and test again support and then rally. B waves don't really have targets, so We'll see how that develops. What we need now is a first impulse and break above yesterday's high at 98,140. That could seriously indicate a serious breakout attempt. But for now, I think we just have to wait. We are in support. So this is where the bulls need to turn up. Any break below 95K means the focus will shift again to 93,640. And short-term bearish is the white count. In this scenario, yeah, we're dealing with the possible decline towards that 82K level, which we mentioned. And the white count is a diagonal pattern to the downside. So actually it's an ABC, but the C wave is an ending diagonal. So we have an A wave, a B wave, and then in the C wave, we've got wave 1, wave 2. And, from a bearish point of view, I don't really like the structure here in the third wave. So it's not giving me high confidence, this white count, because it is just so choppy and it doesn't really look impulsive. Now that can change, but for now, that's the main reason why I'm leaning towards the yellow count. That being said, the 93,630 level needs to hold for this to stay my preferred count. Below that level, I will start to prefer white. But there are many questions about this microstructure. It's very ambiguous. And also what I need to mention, just by breaking out locally to the upside, and that's the problem of the current range, it just doesn't mean we are necessarily in a third wave. So if we move away from support now and maybe even break above this green line, the February high, technically this could still be a wider wave 2, right? So that's why it also takes a break above the January high, the late January high, at around 106,550 to rule out that the C wave down has started. But I give the bulls the benefit of the doubt once we start to break above these previous swing highs and signal levels, and for now we're holding support anyway. So the focus today, I think, is on a reaction, a possible reaction to support, and to watch how the price reacts to this micro support area that I brought to the chart yesterday. We had a 5-wave move up, expected a pullback into support. That happened nicely. And now we just need to watch if the bulls are there and turn up and start a third wave. And then the structure of that rally will also tell us, and we will observe that in real time. I will post about that on Discord, where you can get updates in between videos as a gold member. But then the focus will be on the structure of the rally. But yeah, what happened down here now is too small. That's the update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. It's quite boring in the market, so if you're interested in some additional content, check out our main channel, MCO Global. Only launched it last week. There's a lot of content about different asset classes. I compared the Nasdaq to Bitcoin, for example. That was a very popular video. Yesterday I talked about a possible altcoin season. Can it make a comeback in 2025? That's the most popular video so far on this channel. So check it out if you're interested. I also talked about silver and gold. A lot of you requested that, and yeah, a lot of content. More in-depth content on this chart channel. More fundamental stuff we talk about, geopolitical developments, and so on. The link is in the description. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.